lot of our children in New Zealand go to school, they stay under the radar screen, they don't want to get in trouble, and so they don't take on a challenging approach to learning. So little is happening in the reflective process of looking at learning how to learn. It's talked about in staff rooms, but not talked about with children very often.
Schools realise that they need to do something different, but often they're not quite sure about what different might look like, and Learning Maps is something different, and across the country it has worked with our priority learners, which are often our hardest to shift students, the students who are well below or below standard, sometimes where there has been a perception that maybe the kids couldn't articulate their learning and didn't understand why.
If you have had generational failure in your family around schooling, to be given the opportunity to say what you think about your learning and be heard is a massive shift. That confidence, not just in yourself but with your peer group, grows confidence to explore and push your boundaries out even more and create some momentum that these kids haven't had.
You want to go deeper in your learning? Oh, yes.
It gives them a foundation, something concrete where they can have those conversations. It's not all just about numbers on a piece of paper. It's about how they learn, and they can actually see a place for themselves in that map.
My family helped me. My friends, when they're stuck, I help them. When I'm stuck, they help me. And this is my current teacher, and she helps me. I help her.
It's really important that the effective teaching doesn't go away and is not ignored. But the confidence for the kids to interact in that formal learning, it's a different relationship than being passive and trying to stay under the radar screen.
We see lots of students blossom through this process. They realise that someone's listening to them about their learning and actually doing different things to support them based on what's seen in their learning maps. They are coming out of themselves because people are listening to the students. They say things like, no one's ever asked me these questions about how I learn and what would help me more with my learning.
This is me, that's my mum and dad that helped me by encouraging me.
We're now talking about hours, days and weeks of creating changes that used to take years. And that is a massive difference.
Okay, so draw a picture of them talking to you.
So can I go like this, what they're saying?
Yeah.
Because people are engaged in it, it's not a hard thing to do. Kids are excited about it, families are excited about it, and teachers are excited about it. They can integrate it into existing programs and see that it has an impact, and that's really, really important.
The other students help me by communicating and sharing drama books to encourage me to interact with other people. My teacher, Mr. Donaldson, helps me with this by recording me and explaining to me how it is you can interact with other people to make your film better.
We're trying to pull out their capabilities, their strengths, and figure out where they're at and what their next learning steps are.